Hello, I'm Richard Hunter, Head of Markets at Interactive Investor, and welcome to our look ahead for the week commencing the 11th of May. We're still in a situation where markets seem to be relatively stable, but of course there's a great deal going on underneath the surface. As we've previously mentioned, investors seem to be looking through the first quarter, maybe even through the second quarter, which is likely to be much worse. And with economic data in the States in particular looking weak, we've now got 20 million people unemployed and an unemployment rate of somewhere around 16% in a very short period of time. There's clearly some way to go. In addition to that, something that's bubbling under the surface over the last few days is, do you remember the US-China trade war? That was obviously something that was ongoing before the pandemic, and relations between the two countries seem to be souring somewhat over recent days as a result of it. In terms of the oil price, that also seems to have stabilised, although Brent oil, for example, still remains down about 50% in the year to date. But perhaps there's going to be something of a demand pickup as some countries start to announce partial easings of their lockdowns. So in terms of the market indices in the year to date, the Dow Jones down 17%, the S&P 500 down 12%, Nasdaq down just 1% at the moment. We've spoken before about the strength of technology shares thus far, particularly during the lockdown. FTSE 100 still remains down 22%. Turning to next week, in terms of corporate earnings, it's pretty much petering out, the first quarter reporting season in the US. Only company of note really coming through will be another technology company, that's Cisco. Whereas in the UK, we've got a few interesting companies coming out, might be worth keeping an eye out on. For example, Morrisons supermarkets have a trading statement due. Vodafone has its full year numbers. Something else to look at, particularly after the announcement of the BT dividend cut. Also, Land Securities has some full year numbers. That'll be teed up and tallied off with a trading statement from the bookmaker William Hill, and also a half-year update from TUI Travel. Obviously, the tourism and travel sector has been particularly hard hit, and of course TUI was recently relegated from the FTSE 100. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.